Welcome back for day 3 of our yoga challenge to overcome burnout. I'm so glad to have you back today. We're going to start with practicing our 3-part breath. So bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. Let's start by breathing deeply into the base of your lungs, pressing the bottom hand out away from your body, exhaling fully. Inhale to the base of your lungs, and then your rib cage expands. Exhale from your ribs, then your belly. Inhale all 3 parts down to the belly. Expand your ribs, lift your chest. Exhale from your chest, your ribs, and your belly. As you do this, you're going to release any emotions that come up. Over the course of today, we're going to work on opening our heart, which can sometimes become closed off when we're trying to help others who are in crisis, who are struggling. We can sometimes put up a wall to try and protect ourselves from the difficult, hard emotions that can come up when we care for others. The only problem with this is that if our wall is up to protect us from the hard, it also keeps out all of the joy. Today we're going to help to open that back up, let our guard down, and feel all the emotions that we're supposed to feel as humans. And bring your hands down to the mat. We're going to come into tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, belly tucked in towards your spine. Arch your back into cat. Inhale, drop the belly down into cow. Exhale, round, let the head drop down. Inhale, cow. This movement starts from your tailbone and works every vertebrae in the spine. Keep going at your own pace. Inhale, gaze forward to cow. Exhale and round the back into cat. Keep your shoulder blades drawn down away from your ears. And press the tops of your feet into your mat as you move. And your spine nice and warmed up today. And back into a neutral spine, and then sink your hips back to child pose. You can take your knees wide so you can sink down a little farther. Your arms frame your ears. Your heart melts to the mat. Come up to your knees and tuck your toes and press back into dog. Bending your knees if you need, pedaling your feet out. Getting those legs warmed up. Walk your feet forward into a forward fold. Hands to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into plank. Chaturanga, keeping those elbows tucked in. Hands under your chest, cobra. Down, tuck your toes, back into dog. Step your right foot forward. We're coming into Warrior Two. Your knee stays over your ankle. Back foot turns to the short edge of your mat. Bring your arms up into a T position. You're looking out over your front hand. Sink down as far as you can, keeping the tailbone tucked and the knee behind the toes. Reach the right arm forward to your knee. Extend the left arm over your head in an extended side angle. If you can, reach towards the floor. You can use a block or hold on to your shin. Circle back up. Extend the knee, step up into a forward fold. And back into dog. Walk your feet forward, forward fold. Hands to the shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, chaturanga. You can put knees to the floor and then the chest if you need to. Tuck the toes, press back into dog. Taking the left side forward here into our Warrior Two. Turn the back foot so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. Circle the arms up. Spine stays long, tailbone tucked. Reach your left arm forward onto your knee. Right arm extends over your head. You can reach towards the floor. Keep a nice long line from the crown of your head to the base of that back foot. Circle back up into Warrior Two, step forward, forward fold. Press back into dog. Keep those hips up towards the sky. Belly tucks in. Walk your feet forward. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, scoop your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, mini cobra. Inhale, back to dog. Your hips come forward, over top your arms for plank position. Keep your wrists, elbows, and shoulders in line, pressing through the base of your hands. Lower down to the mat. Lower your forehead down to the mat. Extend your arms along your sides. You strengthen the back body for locust pose. Lift your legs, your shoulders, your arms, and your head. Hold them here, squeezing the inner thighs together, squeezing the muscles in the buttocks, the low back, and the shoulder blades come down your back. Rest back to the floor, hands under your shoulders. And press back into child's pose. Take those knees wide if you want, so you can sink back a little further. Your heart melts into the mat. Come up to tabletop, tuck your toes, and press back into dog. Walk your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop your arms up. Exhale, back to fold. Inhale, step back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tuck the toes and exhale back to dog. Coming back into plank. A nice strong core. Nice long line right from your head to your heels. Keeping everything engaged. Lower to the mat. Forehead down. Hands stay under your shoulders. And press up into Cobra. If your shoulders blades pull down your back and pelvis stays in contact with the floor, opening the heart center. Come back to the mat. Extend your arms down along your sides. Back into locust. Engaging everything in the back body. Lifting those heels off the floor. Shoulders off the floor. Back to the mat. Hands under shoulders. Press back into child pose. Arms open, frame your ears, get them nice and extended in front of you. Letting the heart melt to the mat. Come up to your knees. And press back into dog. Walk your feet forward. Hands on your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your feet back. Chaturanga, lower to the mat. Inhale, Cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, back to dog. And bring your knees down to the mat. Sit back on your heels. Get nice and long through the spine and come up into a high kneel. So you're standing up tall on both knees. Hands come to your lower back and you're going to arch your back. If you're a lot more flexible than I am, you might be able to reach back for your heels. Maybe put your hands on some blocks beside you. Get a nice opening through the chest. Gaze up towards the ceiling if your neck allows. Come back, sitting on your heels. And swing your feet around so that they're straight out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Take your right foot and cross it over your left knee. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand behind for a spinal twist. Keep elongated through the spine. As you inhale, get taller. As you exhale, get deepen the twist. And back to center. Straighten out the legs. Take the left leg across. Right arm comes to the outside of the left knee. Left arm comes behind. Be nice and tall through the spine. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, deepen the twist. Extend both legs out. You're going to bring your heels to either side of the mat. A nice wide-legged forward fold. Exhale as you come forward. Keep your toes turned out. Your thighs rotated outwards. And a fold from the hips. Walk your hands to your left ankle. Then walk your hands over to the right ankle, getting a stretch through the right hamstring and the left side body. And back to the center. Exhale, deepen the stretch. And walk your hands back in. And swinging your legs back around to come into tabletop. You're going to take the right foot back behind you. Bring the knee up to your right hand, and the right leg comes parallel to the short edge of your mat. Extend through the left leg, coming into pigeon. You can stay up with your hands on the mat, or you can come down to your elbows and your head. If you need, tuck a blanket or your block underneath that right hip to help support it. You want to keep both hip bones facing towards the front of the mat. This is a really great hip opener. It can be a bit of a challenging pose for some people, especially if you're tight through the hips and lower back. Come back, bring your hands back underneath you. Bring your legs back. We're going to switch sides. So the left knee comes up to the left hand. The foot goes across, parallel to the front edge of the mat. Extend the right leg. Come down to your elbows. And deepen the stretch. You can hold a lot of tension and a lot of stress in through the hips. So when we're releasing emotions, it's a nice pose to help get rid of some of that tension through there. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Bring that left foot back down onto your knees. Take your knees wide. I'm going to sink down into child's pose. Keep your arms extended. For our final rest today, we're going to stay here. So if you wanted a bolster or a pillow, something underneath of your chest, you can straddle to help support your body so you can fully relax into this position. You're also welcome to come into Shavasana, lying on your back, your body relaxing into the mat. Feel your body relax into the ground, allowing you to be fully supported. Focus on your breath. Just acknowledge any thoughts or feelings that creep up for you, and then let them go. As you move to the rest of your day, continue to acknowledge and feel your feelings, and then let them pass. Being present and focusing on the parts that are difficult allows you to also fully experience the high parts. And stay in resting pose as long as you like. When you're ready, come on up to your knees or into a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I really appreciate you taking your time to be with me to go through these classes. Your hands to your heart with love and light.